Yes, it's another Obsidian knapping video. This batch is from Bill Taylor. Yeah, I want to see what's in this. This looks like it has some depth to it. I think that's what I said last time. So let's see. It's a very interesting piece. I need to get some. I need to get some usable flakes off of this. Yeah. Let's put those aside. Let's see. This is actually a good shape. I like it because it's got some possibilities for some good flakes. It's got that cloudiness to it as well. Yes, okay. Now we're talking. Aha. Yeah. Very nice. Beauty. This is high grade stuff. Look at those slivers. See that? Can't see it. It got me already. This one. See, if those go where they're not supposed to, like into the top of my leg, it's a real hassle getting those out. So I gotta watch it. I've already worn through this glove. How long did that take me? Not too long, I suppose. I remember them being nice and brand new just a little while ago. Yeah. Am I getting good flakes? Yeah, they're pretty good. I have to nap a lot of obsidian this week to get caught up with some of my back orders. So I'm going to do them. I'll try to do them all around the same time. That way I'm practiced up with the obsidian. So I don't have to relearn it every time. Look how thin that is. Dang it. It's almost a little too thin to use as an arrowhead, because if it's got defects, it snaps right there where the defect is. That's almost too thin, but I can still use it. Yep. That's a little bitty one. I gotta save the little bitty ones too for something else. None of your beeswax. Yeah. It's not Flintknapping related. It's for decoration. I suppose. I don't know. I'm just gonna save some flakes for something. I don't know. I don't ask questions. Somebody wanted some flakes. I said, okay, fine. Yeah, it's good. I can't keep them all. There's no way I'm going to be able to nap them all. This one's got little pockets of something in it. Pockets of something. I used to, assume that they were ash pockets, but I don't even guess anymore, or I don't even say. I probably don't know what I'm talking about because I don't. I don't know what those are. They're inclusions. Yeah, I can sound smart by saying they're inclusions. That's it. That's all I know. Yeah. I can't get fancy with this. I'm trying to just knock off a little bitty flake. Yeah, like that. Okay, I can get fancy. I was thinking maybe it was too crushy to get them little fancy flakes. Why do I say fancy? Because I'm using a big old bopper, 8.7 ounce, to do little bitty flakes. That's kind of fancy. Usually I use a bopper commensurate with the size of the flakes I need. Big bopper, big flakes. Little bopper, little flakes. But this time I'm using big bopper, little flakes type of knapping. Can be done, oh yeah. And you can use a little bopper to get big flakes too. Oh yes. Okay, let's see. No. I'm trying to do a strike that I normally do with indirect percussion. Yeah, too much inward force means too much crushing. Dang it. Yeah. Oh well. That one was okay. I did a lot of inward force with that one and it didn't crush. Yeah, sometimes I keep going even though I have a bad strike. Sometimes I'll just keep doing the same technique, and if it's really bad, I'll stop doing it. If the results continue to be bad, because that could have just been a bad strike where I just misjudged everything. It's kind of hard to misjudge it though. Are these usable flakes? They can be if I don't mind a lot of the original surface on the Arrowhead. Yeah. Can you make, is it worth it to make arrowheads that thin? No. It's not worth it because it's so easy to snap those, especially if you want to try to shoot anything. I don't know what you would shoot with those. They can be shot, but you're going to break your Obsidian for sure if you use that. And then what? If you're not going to eat what you shoot, I don't know what you're doing shooting it. I don't know what I'd be doing shooting it if I wasn't going to eat it. Not these days. We don't have to worry about animal predators. Besides, you can eat the animal predators. Someone told me I should be careful about eating foxes or something like that. One of those animals. Yeah. Always cook the meat well, I guess. Yep. It's a good rule. There's a channel that's Catch and Cook. He eats everything. I think you guys watch that channel. See, it's working fine now. Just that one little area. Let's see. I wish I could remember. Or maybe that channel is just Catch and Cook. I don't know. I think he's Canadian. Built a cabin in the woods. He does trapping and stuff and always eating the critters. Somebody knows who I'm talking about. Was I out of frame? Figures. What am I doing? You did not want to see the abrading anyway. And that kind of worked. Yeah. Kind of. Why am I using the big bopper on this? Because it's pretty much effortless to knock flakes off. There's no fatigue. Barely any. The bopper does all the work. You just need to swing it. Yeah. But you reach a limit. You start to hit a wall. You can't go much further with it. At least I do. Yeah. I used to hit a wall right away. When I first started napping, hit the wall right away. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I can't do much better than that. I used to say to myself, yeah, if I push myself, I'll break it. Why is it worth pushing? Just be safe. I should just be safe. Take it easy. Don't be too adventurous. But then I wouldn't get further as fast. You can still make progress, even though you don't take many chances. You can still make progress slowly. It's probably smart to do it that way if you got time. Yeah. If the next 10 years looks pretty good, got nothing to worry about. You're not going to get cataracts or something like that. Then yeah. Progress slowly and easily. I started seriously napping, I think it was in my 40s. No. Let me see. No, I was already in my 50s when I seriously started flint napping. Right? Let me think about that one. Maybe I was in my 40s. I can't do the math. Yeah, I was in my 40s. What am I talking about? Yeah, so I didn't have all that much time. I thought, I said, I'm not going to want to do this for very long because if I look at my parents, they tapered off pretty fast. Both of them are talented when it comes to artistic stuff, but they couldn't do it. In their old age, they couldn't do it. They lost their eyesight, their coordination. I thought I was a goner. So man, I gotta learn this quick. 14 years later, or however long it's been. $15 years, maybe. I still got another 15 years probably, if I take care of my eyesight. Ooh, just sweet. Sweet, and look how thin that is. I'm amazed. I'm always amazed by high-grade obsidian. Still haven't got that crunchy spot out. I changed my background color, but I don't know if it's any better. Can't see the obsidian. No matter what I do. Look at how crunchy that is. No, this side, crunchy. That's what I was trying to do. I get that with glass too. Yeah, I know it's a volcanic glass, but it doesn't nap like man-made glass. Obsidian is slightly different. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It does that. It does that. I do that on man-made glass too, but not unexpectedly. I kind of expect it to do that sometimes, but I've been watching the grinding. I've been doing my grinding. I don't know what it is. I prepared these beforehand. Yeah, this is all rounded down. It's not all lumpy. The tool is nice and ground down. It's just all crushy right there. I got incipients. The incipients have landed. Probably. The incipients have landed on my Flintknapping. Dang it. That whole area. Very fragile. Fragile. Well, duh. Something also with the... I'm using a different magnification on my glasses. It's throwing me off somewhat. I'm using a higher magnification these days. I went from a 1.25 to a 2, right? That's what that is? Yeah, it's a 2. It's a focus. It doesn't focus on that. The 1.25 is good when I'm bifacing and further away from the workpiece. But I've been trying to see the edges better, so I'm getting closer in, getting close up to the workpiece. I'm seeing a bunch of defects that wasn't really concerned about much before with flint and chert, because it's not this crushy on the edges. Gotta be really careful with obsidian. And yeah, I can use antler and stuff on this, or aluminum. I can use aluminum on obsidian, but aluminum is kind of slippery. I am liking the copper a lot. I really don't want to switch yet, but I'll wake up one morning and I'll make the switch. I'm just waiting. I suppose I'm just waiting for that time where, yeah, it's time to make the switch to another metal. Let's put the copper aside. But I just bought some copper, so it won't be for a while. What kind of copper did I buy? It's none of your beeswax. I will show later. I don't know if I'm going to like it yet. Why won't I like it? What could I possibly be talking about? What kind of copper is not likable? That's an impossible statement. Thought I'd never hear those words in the same sentence together. Yeah, I might not like the copper that I bought. This is a waste of money. Of course it is. If I end up not liking it, I wasted the money, but that's paying the dues. So I guess if you look at it that way, it's not waste. It's dues. Yeah. It doesn't work if you got other priorities. The dues excuse, no, doesn't work. Yeah. All right, so this does have depth to it, this obsidian. It's not a gold sheen or a sheeny type of obsidian. It just has depth, right? Yeah. It's not like the regular mahogany obsidian where the color is on the surface. This color goes down in. There's clear spots in it, so it's a triple flow. But it's a crunchy kind of triple flow. It's a little bit different than the other triple flow. This crunches like that. I can't remember if I'm having that much trouble with the regular triple flow, regular, or whatever. I don't know. And I crunched it several times. It could also be that I've slept since the last time I worked some obsidian. Come on. I know you're not in there good. Sticky flake. It's stuck in there. Okay. Let's see if I can power that one out. No. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. I thought I was going to be super stubborn. It was acting that way. There it is. So hopefully the next round of flakes through the area are not going to be crunched. The incipients landed on this edge, but hopefully they didn't land on this edge. Yeah. What are the incipients? They're little aliens. Yeah, that mess up my Flintknapping. Microscopic aliens. You thought aliens were going to be normal size, didn't you? Why would you think that? This grinds down well. Probably grinding it too much. Is it 30 minutes yet? Almost. Almost. What happens at 30 minutes? I gotta take a break. Yeah, mandatory break. I say that, but I usually go to 45 minutes. Right? Seems that way. I have a hard time cutting it at 30 minutes. Why do I want to take a break? Why can't I just power right through it? It works better if I take a break. I get more voila when I take breaks. I can do more hocus pocus focus. Yeah. I can do more hocus pocus when I'm able to focus. And I start to lose my ability to focus if I get brain strain. Yeah. But I've made long format videos, hour and a half, just sitting there pecking away. But I feel it afterwards. I turn off the video and I'm going, why did I do it? Why? I couldn't resist. For some reason. Yeah, lose track of time. I lose track of time. I get lost. There's a lot of dust associated with the Obsidian too. Yeah, I get dust all on the camera. The phone camera phone. Have to blow the dust off of the viewfinder or whatever. I probably say that wrong every single time. Viewfinder. See, I can see what I'm doing because the camera, phone camera is in front of me, so I can look through there, see if it's in focus and all that good stuff. I've tried napping with, looking through there, but man, that messes up the depth perception big time. So I can't do it. I can barely survive wearing gloves as far as the fine tuning and the little tweaks. I can barely do it with the gloves on. If I have to look through the viewfinder too, there's no way. No way to get those little tweaks. No way to get the tweaks to be working. I can't get them to be working. Right? Right. Yeah? Yeah. I get that the mid-zone step fracture. Now, there are some artifacts that have diving in the middle. Intentional diving. So it looks furrowed. From this view, it's actually thinner down the center because they have a lot of flaking diving in the center on both sides. They do that on purpose for some of these wide points that I've seen. And it looks all cruddy, but they get it thinner in the middle than it is on the very edge. So when they're sharpening, it gets super thin. Yeah. I don't like that method because it looks all crunchy in the middle. I'd rather have a median ridge than a furrow down the middle like this. I don't like to have that all the way down and then have it dive in the middle. But that's one of the techniques that was used in the past. And if you're not doing it that way, you haven't explored the techniques of the past. No? Some might say, well, you need to show it. Show it. I don't believe you. You need to show that the got a furrow or whatever you call it. Yeah, I know. I think I have shown it. I think I might have a personally owned artifact that I own that has a furrow type of cross section. I think I might have one. Just for you skeptics. But I don't know if I have them here in Vermont. I don't know do I have my artifacts here? I got some of them here. You got artifacts, dude? Yeah, I got artifacts. I own artifacts. The real ones. And made by humans, not just by nature. I got stuff owned by made by nature too. Those are geofacts. Someone gave them to me and said, these kind of look like they're made by people, but I don't know. What do you think? You can have them anyway. I just want to know what you think. I said, I don't know. They do look chipped, but it's hard to tell because some flint and chert chips so easily that if you just roll the rock down the hill, it's gonna chip. Yeah, that's how easily they chip. Just roll them down the hill. They chip away. I don't like this. I like that it's getting thinner, but I don't like the diving part. I gotta stop trying to thin it. No, don't do that. The thinning makes me want to live. Can't stand it if they're living in a world without thinness. Yeah. This is actually not difficult to thin down as long as I don't get too adventurous with the flakes and shoot them too far. Yeah. The farther they go, the bigger the chance there is of diving. How do you control how far they go? I just can't hit very hard. I have to refrain from hitting too hard and then making sure I don't back off too much because then it causes an early step fracture instead of a late step fracture. I don't want no earlies because those are bad too. Those are even worse than the late ones. At least the late ones I can get from the other side. Yeah. One more thinning pass. Yeah, or I'm going to ruin it. I think I'm going to give this point to Bill when I finish it. So, yeah, the last auction went really well. I'm surprised the Obsidian points go for a good amount of money. Yeah, I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised that you guys like Obsidian. I wouldn't have thunk it. See, I got those midpoint dives, but that's because I had plenty of meat in the biface right there. But these on this side, I've already thinned it too much, so I had to leave that one in there. Yes, I have to. The rock is telling you what to do. You said it doesn't. Yeah, I've said in the past that the rock is not in charge. I have to do it according to strategy. It's not according to what the rock wants. It's the strategy. Keep it thick. Keep it thicker. There's two rules there. One is easy. One is make it quicker. You can keep it. You can make it quicker if you keep it thicker. The other one doesn't rhyme. Make it thicker so it doesn't break. Yeah. It doesn't rhyme, but it's one of the most important rules. Make it thicker so it doesn't break. Because thinness is wasteful. In the long run, over a long period of time, you go through a lot more rock trying to get them thin. Because you're going to break a lot more than if you were to not do that. But since Bill was generous enough to send this beautiful stuff, I'm going to make him a point. Oh, yes. And I got other points to make, too. Which is not bad, because I like Obsidian. I just don't like the shards. Yeah, these are not going to run like I want. No, I gotta think of something, because there's too much chatter. I thought that would, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe that would fan out more, that last one there. But no, it stepped right there. I gotta take a lot more off this edge if I want to run flakes, run some more flakes into the middle. This side's done. Yeah, pretty much. I can still remove some lumps up here. Golly, that focus, I don't know if it's good. Should I make another northern or a Stockton? I need to practice up on my northerns because I still got to do this one. I've been waiting to do this one until I got plenty of rest. I haven't gotten rest yet. No. I'm awake at all hours. All hours of the night, all hours of the day. I can't even take a nap longer than 15 minutes. It's cramping my style. I usually can take a nap for a couple hours during the day. As long as it's not too late, it doesn't keep me up at night. If I take my nap before 3 p.m., then I'm good. If I take my nap after 3 p.m., especially after 6, I don't sleep at night. Yeah. And I try to take a nap just before this video, just to get a little power nap in. Maybe 15 minutes I got it. Just barely enough to reset the clock, so to speak. I don't know. Reset the old noggin. Yeah, I think it helped. Just a little power nap. It helps to reduce the stress. It's no fun napping when you're tired. No. Yeah, that's good enough for government work. Yeah. No, it's good enough for what I need to do. I just needed to get this into a state that's thin enough to finish out with pressure, and if I can spot a good opportunity to remove a lump, like right here maybe, and if there's flakerings that need to be removed, I can do it as long as the incipients haven't landed on that spot. The little microscopic, mischievous little creatures that mess up my napping. They know where to land to mess me up. Yeah. Did I get it? Is it a voila? Voila. Do I get to say it? Yes, I do. Yeah, good enough. There was some weird flakerings going on. Oh yeah, I made a long notcher, but I need to make an indirect percussion notcher. I got some material. Yes, I did. I wasn't going to show you I bought copper because it was none of your beeswax, but I bought a new one. Now, I don't know. This is 5/16. It's like the other one. Yeah. See, my rods are getting worn down. They start out at 12 inches like this one. So these are 5/16 diameter. Yeah. I'm going to make an indirect percussion notcher out of this end. Probably both ends. Yeah. So we can start cooking with gas. As one of my old drafting teachers used to say, now we're cooking with gas. What's a drafting teacher? You know, a drafting school, when you learn how to do technical drawings and dimension drawings, technical illustrations and dimension drawings. Yeah. You learn by hand and on the computer. We had to do both. And then when I got my first job, I had to do advanced software, computer aided drafting, not just AutoCAD. I was on MicroStation. And there are others now. I don't even know. Yeah, we used to do 3D renderings of the equipment that we were, the equipment in the buildings that we were drawing. Okay. I like it. Stage 1 complete. Yeah, it reminds me of stage 1, or I've been watching the launches, SpaceX launches. Okay, what am I doing? I'm looking for something to contain all the flakes. I put a bunch of good flakes over here, so I don't step on them when I leave. I'll just do this. Yeah. Part 1 is over. Yep. Okay. There you go. That's it.